What's going on, guys? It's Nick from Rival Consultants. I know I haven't made a video in a really long time, but pretty much people been begging me and pleading me to go ahead and make videos, so I'm right back at it. So with this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how I would build credit if I was to do it all over again. Knowing what I know now, I'll go all the way back since I was 18. This is really how I would do it. Step one, this is if you have no credit at all. So if you're not interested in hearing that, just get forward a little bit. So if I didn't have any credit at all, the very first thing I would do is apply for a mortgage. And the reason why is really to get a tri-merge credit report and really to get in the credit bureau system. The next thing I would do is really just go from different store to stores like CVS, Walgreens, um, Kroger's, different things like that to really get like a little membership card. You get a little discounts, things like that. That's just to get your name and telephone number circulating and whatnot, and along with your address. That's something I would do. I would try my best to hang on to the same telephone number for a little minute. The very next thing I would do, probably the next 30 days, along with doing that, I'll probably go list my number in 411 for whatever reason, just to get that number circulating around, because you don't want to be a stranger. You don't want to be mystery in a sense. We're going to apply for different trade lines. Um, the next thing I would do is I'll open up a self lender. Um, if you have a little bit of bread to blow, it's real simple. You know what I mean? You pay like $50 a month so that you can have a secure loan without the hard credit pull of going to, let's say, your credit union or local bank. But that's something that I would probably avoid doing is going to the bank. It's great to build a banking relationship, but at the same time, the hard pull on your credit is not going to benefit you in the future like that. Especially if it's a secure loan. Excuse me. The next thing I would do is I would add DSX Design. They're great primary. Spoke with the owners of the company. They're really great. I believe they report to TransUnion and Equifax, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. I'll most definitely add these guys because right now they do anywhere between $5,000 to $12,000, and a trade line of that magnitude pays dividends later on if you just sit down and let it age. The next trade line I would add would be My Jewelers. We all know My Jewelers. They've been around for like ever, for the longest time. The deal. You buy some jewelry, you buy a watch, not the best looking jewelry, but the point is to get that $5,000 primary. Report on your credit report. The next trade line will be New Coast Direct. Pretty much the same company under the same umbrella. Not sure if you guys knew that, but quick fun fact. But I would add these guys. Right now, you'll be sitting at anywhere between 15,000 just from these trade lines alone, or $22,000 just from those three trade lines. They're reported revolving lines of credit. The next one I would do would be Ox Publishing. If I'm not mistaken, they report to TransUnion and Equifax. And with Ox Publishing, I don't many people tell you this, but you can get two accounts with them. The only thing you got to do is change the email up. That's that simple. But you can only do it with Ox Publishing. You can't do it with New Codes. You can't do it with My Jewelers. You can't do it with Hudders and Chase. I tried with Hudders and Chase, but they just took my $30, and I'm like, what, whatever. But you can get two accounts with Ox Publishing. I'll say the best case scenario right now, you'll be sitting at $27,000 right now if you got approved for 12,000 with DSX. So now you have Huntington Chase. They just report to Equifax, and they only report $1,500, but it's still a good primary trade line for you to really sit on and just let age. I like them. I used them a few years ago back when I was rebuilding my credit. They're a great company to have. You know what I mean? So I'll add them as well. So right now you'll be at $28,000, a little bit over that, in primary trade lines. That's going to look great on your credit. The next one is Horizon Gold Card. I'm gonna give you a little bit of game on how to get an increase because they'll start you off with $500. And over time, by saying a year, you can get it anywhere between 2,500 to 3,000, and they max out at 3,000. Um, they'll tell you like, oh, you got to pay $30, but the easy trick to get around that is to tell them, hey, look, I want to cancel this membership, and they'll lower it down to $6 a month. And $6 a month, you're not even going to notice that, and they just report to Equifax. So really, from those primary trade lines that I just gave you, now you are up to anywhere between 29,000, and over a year you'll be up to a little over $31,000 in primary trade lines. What I would do is I would let these trade lines sit and just season on my credit for a year, and then after that, I would add some authorized users, and then I would do funding. I would do funding for each bureau: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Because really, I don't see an issue being able to get 100K per bureau. This is a quick game, depending on where you go. If you know where to go, in a later video, I'll give you a little trick on how I do funding for myself, to really just get around playing a guessing game with a lot of these banks, because different areas pull different bureaus. Because I can sit here and say, hey, look, Florida pulls for Citibank, let's say TransUnion Equifax. For Louisiana, it could be a lot different. They might just pull Equifax. You know what I mean? So every state is different. I can't really go off on a limb and say, hey, look, your area pulls this. That's really something that you got to figure out for yourself. And later on videos, I'm going to drop some game on how you can find out for your area. I know if you're dealing with like a local credit union, uh, they'll tell you. You can hit them up on Facebook, you can email them, and just let them know, hey, look, who do you guys pull? And that's it. But I'm going to go ahead and drop some more game and later on video on how you can get around that, and, different ways that you can get funding dealing with a lot of these local banks without having to worry about a credit pull and stuff like that. So once again, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. If you know anybody who can use this information, please, please, please share this with them. Stick around. Be ready for the next video. I'm going to be dropping these like clockwork nowadays, because I just got a lot of information I want to give you guys. How to use shelf corporations to your advantage and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the channel, like, share it. If you're looking for the primary trade lines, please look in the description of this video. You'll find a lot of good information in the description. So talk to you guys soon. Appreciate your viewership.